Basil Valdez, the Apo Hiking Society, Parokya ni Edgar, Bukas Palad, the Ateneo Glee Club, and many more. All homegrown talents at the Ateneo de Manila University. Get to know the current music environment at the Ateneo. Tune in to Himig Ateneo. Himig Ateneo. Listen to the Blue Eagles sing. Himig Ateneo. Himig Ateneo. Listen to the Blue Eagles sing. Himig Ateneo.
I am off air. There you go. All right, there you go. Exactly 2:21 in the afternoon. Today is the 21st day of November, 2019, and it's a Thursday as usual. Starting a bit later than usual because of some technical difficulties. But we are coming to you live from inside the JustCom studios here at the Ateneo de Manila University. And once again, it is time to bring you some great music, courtesy of some great homegrown talents here inside the university. So welcome to Himig Ateneo. Magandang hapon, Ateneo, and welcome once again. Ako po si Cholo Malilin.
Yes, and good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Himig Ateneo on Radyo Katipunan 87.9. My name is Chris Castillo from the Loyola Schools, and I'm very excited to introduce our guests, kapatid.
That's right. Suking-suki sila sa Himig Ateneo.
Sulit na sulit ang guestings nating
Ayan. So once again, for those of you who are tuned in on air, actually sa ngayon we're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our Facebook Live stream. So we'll post this later on, but those of you who are tuned in over Radyo Katipunan, that's 87.9 over the FM band, prepare to be treated to some great music because we are going to be having this afternoon for Himig Ateneo our friends from the Ateneo Blue Repertory.
Yeah!
Welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back to BlueRep.
Nagana-delay ang ating ang ating telecast because we have to fix our stream. But anyway, we will do without for now. But we would love for you to get to know our guests for this afternoon. So they are here to promote their latest production, which is actually already in the middle of its run.
That's right.
This is your last week, right, guys? All right. So let's introduce them first. I guess from the guys seated in front.
Okay, since we're not streaming right now, so we'll make this a little more descriptive. We'll start with our singers present in the booth right now, starting with this young gentleman. Sir, your name is
Eli.
And you play
Randall.
For the production.
Bring it on.
All right. Well said.
Okay,
So we have Eli, and then we have, yes, miss.
I am Pam.
Hi, Pam. And you play?
Campbell Davis.
Who?
Campbell Davis.
Campbell. All right. One of the lead characters as well. All right. And last but not least,
I'm Nikki. I play
hi, Nikki.
Danielle.
And you're Danielle. Ayan. So, but again, we have three singers and performers for Bring It On. But of course, no production can be put out there without the helpful backstage people who do all the work behind the scenes.
all right.
So let's
we have with
introduce
us our assistant director, who is Erica. Where's Erica?
No.
Wala pala si Erica. O nga pala. Okay, we have the assistant musical director. Okay.
There.
Who is Toby.
That's me.
Ayan. Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
I get straight A's, man.
And also another, assistant musical director.
Yes, my
At-
name's
Yes, go ahead.
My name's Caxter. Yeah.
Ayan.
Cax.
So there are two musical directors or assistant musical directors, okay.
All
And
right.
finally, we have from costumes. Sino bang taga-costumes?
Hi, my name is
Wow.
Juan Carlino.
Hi, Juan.
So much for having me. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
you brought your radio voice for today. Very
No,
good.
he's my other friend. I keep him hidden.
He's the one in the closet. Yeah. Nice, nice.
Meron pa pala tayo.
And last but not least,
Yes, yes.
part of the ensemble.
Hello, my name is Noah Quintana. I'm part of the ensemble.
So that means you're also part of the performing cast. You also go on stage. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so thank you to our friends from Ateneo Blue Repertory. Today, we're going to talk about Bring It On.
Bring it on.
So Bring It On is actually, I'm very familiar with it because this was a movie first, diba? It first came out as a movie back in the year 2000.
Ah, wow.
So Bring It On is actually a franchise. There are actually, I think, 5 or 6 Bring It On movies, right? Diba?
Six na.
Oh,
Okay,
parang
okay.
six movies na ang Bring It On. But the original Bring It On starred Kirsten Dunst. Ayan, naalala ko yan. Sino ba ba? Si Elisha Dukshu, I think, was also. So this is a cheerleading movie, right? So tama ba yun? This is, so when I first heard that Ateneo Blue Rep was going to do it, na-excite ako kasi parang, wow, this is first and foremost, it's hard enough to do a musical, but this is a very physical musical because there's actual cheer dancing in the movie, in the musical, right? Okay, so maybe can somebody tell us a little bit about the musical? When did this come out? So it's based on the movie, in the 2000 movie, pero the musical is, teka lang, let me just also get some information about that. Okay, the musical is medyo fairly more recent. Tama ba yan? Yes. Okay. At 2012. Okay. Ayan.
12 years after the movie was released,
Right.
the musical was set on stage.
And the lyrics are actually done by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Right. Okay. Of course, we all know him from Hamilton and Amanda Green. Music is by Tom Kitt and also Lin-Manuel Miranda. Ayan. And the libretto is by Jeff Whitty. Okay. So the Bring It On musical is inspired by the motion picture of it, rather the original one, I guess. And you've already started your run. Tama ba? How has it been? I mean, sino ba kayo? You guys in front here are the performers. You're actually cast members. Are you all required to be like cheerleaders for this particular play? Go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, the three of us sitting here have no cheer experience at all, so it was very difficult to adjust and to learn them. Our director, however, was Franco Ramos. He was able to teach us very well on how to do all the stunts, all the choreo, and so we were able to adjust very well with his help. And yeah, it worked out well.
And si Franco is also your choreographer.
Yes.
So he's your director and choreographer. So you were expected to actually learn how to cheer.
Yes.
To be a cheerleader.
Yes.
Wow.
To do some cheering stunts. So, marunong na kayo mag-split ngayon? Si Eli?
Actually, my character is the only one in the whole cast who doesn't cheer.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of sad, but
You would have wanted to
yeah, I
try
actually
it, diba?
really would. It's very fun. It looks fun. It looks very fun. And I actually thought that by the end of this, I'd learn how to split.
Oh,
But
di pala.
Hindi pa pala.
I can do a cartwheel though.
Yes, Noel.
Yes,
If I
Noel.
could add to that, because as Ensemble we get to play both from Jackson and Truman, so it is true we don't have cheer experience. Only 3 people out of the whole cast, and that meant we would every night change into costume, learn 2 choreos, learn a lot more stunts. That we spent, if I'm not mistaken, 2 days on it, and there were days wherein Franco would be meticulous and actually have us practice even like the simplest of clasps. And it would have to be very clean, very sharp, precise. That, as Nikki said, we don't have cheer experience, but it's a lot to take in. And what we're grateful is that even though we don't have tier experience. Everything we do is relatively on the safer side.
That's good.
Yes, with a very limited space in Rizal Mini Theater, it means that we get to still put on a good show but still not put ourselves in danger.
Yeah. So wala masyadong high throws kasi there's not much ceiling space.
No, not much. We would hit the ceiling.
All right.
Baka dapat sila yung sumali sa UAAP cheer dance.
Product place tayo.
Baka nag-place tayo, yung BlueRep pala pinadala natin doon.
But another interesting about this production is that this is actually the newbie production.
Yeah.
So most of you, are you guys freshmen?
Yes.
Actually, all three of us.
All three of you.
Wow.
No, diba? Newbie prod. Ikaw ang sophomore, Noel. All right. And I've been hearing really raves about the show. I mean,
Nice,
of course,
nice.
the BlueRep production. And I'm excited. I'm actually going to watch you guys on Friday.
Thank you.
Okay. But let me just allow you to let us hear or sample some of the music of Bring It On. And wow, ngayon ko lang nalaman na Lin-Manuel Miranda music pala to. So it must sound great. So the first song we're going to perform for Himig Ateneo today, while these guys are, is a song entitled One Perfect Moment. So who gets to sing this? All right, great. So,
Sige. Mas later, kwento na lang natin ng konti without giving away too much, no? Ano yung context ng song. Alright, so this is
One Perfect Moment from Bring It On.
I'm not freaking out, I'm really okay. Totally chill, or I will be someday. Cause I'm so near the top and there's so many mountains to climb. There are plans to be planned, drills to be drilled. Cause the dream that I dreamed is becoming fulfilled. And I plan to enjoy it, but right now I don't have the time. Fading on Campbell, an average teenager, almost grown. Close up an average, grades from the average life she's known. Now zoom in the lens on the rest of her friends as she stays alone, doing the work, getting it right. Cause I know we'll have to be practically perfect. So I'll go above and beyond and pull through this. I can do. All that I'm asking is one perfect moment in time. I'm 17, there are so many things that I can't control. If I start to weak, I focus on just one goal. Now turn down the panic, attack this routine like it owns my soul. Turn up the music so loud that it swallows us whole. And then there we are, we burn like a star. We're safe inside the world we know. Then suddenly I'm in rep for the climate. Here I go, high in the air. There is a moment just before you start to fall. Living that one moment, I know that if I can just take the landing, then
Listen to the Blue Eagles sing. Himig Ateneo.
Hey! Wow. Thank you. So that was Pam, was it? Are you
Yes.
Pam? There
Hi,
you go.
thank you.
Very well done.
Thank
Para
you.
akong nakinig sa Frozen 2 soundtrack.
Thank you.
Ang ganda ng boses, really. It's
Thank
really
you,
good. All right, so one perfect moment. Are you the pinaka lead?
No, I am the understudy.
Okay. You're the understudy. Okay, for this production, you're the understudy. But your character, si Campbell Davis, is the lead character of the play.
Yes.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, what do you call this? The
movie?
The plot of the movie was parang there's a cheerleading squad in a certain school, and then they do this routine only to find out na parang it was a stolen routine from another school. Parang ganun ba yung ano? Is it the same conflict in the movie?
Actually, that's the first one that you're talking about. But
yes, the first movie.
The musical is actually based on the first three movies.
Parang minash up na nila.
Yeah, they kind of
first
mixed
three
it
movies.
together. Yeah.
Okay, but does it have to do with parang ano rin? Parang I guess school spirit and the conflicts that you get into school. So parang maybe why did BlueRep choose this particular show to do? Okay.
Hi.
Yes.
I'm actually also coincidentally part of the core of BlueRep. I'm HR specifically, which means we take part of participations in terms of what ends up in the show selection of the season. Originally, actually, Bring It On wasn't supposed to be the newbie production. The one we wanted to be the newbie production didn't have its rights available because Bring It On has always been on our lists of what's supposed to be a newbie or a part of the production of the season. But the reason why we never undertook the challenge until now is because the material is really challenging. The costumes, for example, we need cheer costumes. It's a lot of budget, for example. Then we have mascots and other things. Like it's challenging musically also, and as well as choreography. So to give the task to our newbies this season, it was a means for us to access a part of the competencies of being a performer. It's being dancers. It's not something we're typically known to be good at. I mean, like we practice it as part of like the musical training that they go through. It's singing, acting, and dancing, and we're more known for the first two, but the latter is something we wanted to highlight and emphasize with our newbie batch this year. And so, Bring It On was a difficult material in general for us to adopt because its conflicts are so rooted in racial discrimination, in indifference, and as such. And so when we wanted to adopt the material into our own setting, we didn't want to step on that because we still kept a lot of the lines which hinted at it, like Campbell Davis, you're so white, something like that. But we tried to bring up our own versions of those dualities, those dichotomies, like for example the rich versus the poor, or different kinds of cultures clashing, like the refined, elegant upper class culture versus the more rugged, urban lower class culture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very well said, Juan. Husay. That was a very good explanation. I think you guys, this must be an excellent batch because to have them take on the challenge of putting on, Bring It On, given the challenges of not just the music, not just the usual artistic direction of the play, but having it be very physical, having to learn how to dance and to cheer dance in particular. You guys must have a great round of talent among you. Great. Okay. If this is a newbie production, does that mean talaga majority of the cast are really those who just tried out, basically? Tama ba? You just tried out this year, then natanggap kayo, and then biglang major play. What was your experience of it? Nikki, for example, what was your experience of being really ushered into this huge production right away?
Actually, this is my second time doing a musical because I joined Repertory back in 2015. But I also did. I joined the drama club in high school, so being put in this kind of setting, it's not exactly new, but it's definitely it's very different from what I did in high school. It's much quicker. It's stricter with like the rules and the schedule and the all of the requirements that we have to do. And what's especially new is that we have a workout at the beginning before every rehearsal, especially since cheer is an actual sport. The concept of like working out and like exercising before every rehearsals, it's very new.
Yeah. And what about you, Pam?
I had theater experience for like only 2 years, and for those 2 years I was only in the back as a musical director, and to be able to join a theater production as part of the cast was very new to me, and to be able to learn of the new things that I wasn't able to learn in the past 2 years was something very enlightening to me, and I'm very grateful for what I've learned so far.
Wow. And Eli, is this your first foray into musical theater?
No, it's not. Actually, I have done before. I've done multiple before, but
From saan ka ba nag-high school?
I'm from Cebu.
Wow, okay. Wow, very good.
I actually started back in 2012, but I took a break 2013 to 2016 because I was trying to pursue other things. And I came back to theater in 2016, and ever since then I haven't been idle. I've been trying to join a lot of productions because I feel like that's like the best way to improve. But also, Bring It On, like I've been part of a lot of they like to say they're more professional or something, but honestly, Bring It On is the best learning experience for me because the A-team, the assistant A-team, they're also hands-on with all of us, and I feel like we're all really improving individually and as a group. Yeah.
So proud. All right.
Very well said.
All right. So
let's bring them some more music.
That's right.
From Bring It On.
So our next song is something called "Enjoy the Trip." Enjoy the trip. So
who's going to do this? Enjoy the trip.
Yeah, that's you.
Eli.
All right. So this is the Ateneo Blue Repertory with music from the musical Bring It On. Here we go.
I'm a stud now, it's clear, so it'll shock you to hear that I was a total dork my freshman year.
You.
Right? I was a loser, a mess, a loner, depressed, that every day I had to be me, walked around hoping no one would see me. I'd lock myself in the guys' room and let the tears fall. Till one day this custodian knocked on my stall and asked if I'd heard of the band The Grateful Dead. And I thought he might not be quite right in the head, but he changed my life around when he said, right now everything seems so important, but time rushes by at a clip. And when we look back, these high school years will be nothing more than a blip. So we might as well enjoy the trip.
But it's such a long blip.
That's what I said. And he said, trust me on this when you're older and wiser and bolder and fatter, and you look back on this moment in time, the only thing that's gonna matter is, did you only do what you thought you should do? Did you dance monkey dance cause the man told you to? Or did you spend your time doing what brings joy to you? All you see is this old dude with a broom in his hand, but I followed my dreams in my favorite band. So don't sit on your ass waiting for life to begin. If you do what you love with your time, then you win. What a long, strange, wonderful trip it's been. Right now everything seems so important, but time rushes by at a clip. When we look back, these high school years will be nothing more than a blip. might as well enjoy the trip.
Why didn't someone tell me that 17 years ago?
I imagine you had a lot on your plate. Babies usually do.
My whole life, I thought I had this one shot. You know, one lifetime as me. And I see so many people wasting all their potential, just letting life go by, you know?
Sure.
And I don't want to be them. I don't want to look back and feel sorry when I'm old. So I fought it. I worked hard. But my life just crumbled anyway.
And then you got all crazy.
So it did, yeah.
You know, I think life's way longer than it may feel right now.
That's scary.
Be grateful.
I don't know how to fix all this. I screwed up so bad.
Maybe you'll figure it out tomorrow. But for now, just take a look at that view. Just take a look and...
It's spectacular.
Despite any evidence to the contrary, so are you. Know that.
And you.
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
When we look back, these high school years will be nothing more than a blur. Just a tale to tell that rings a bell. So what the hell? We might as well enjoy the trip.
This is major talent stuff. Galing. Amazing, you guys. Thank you, Eli and Pamela. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Parang,
Kapatid, may tanong ako sa kanila.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
coming from that song, how high school was just a blip, and then let's just enjoy the trip. I'm wondering, at what point in your young lives did you say, "Hey, I want to join BlueRep," for example, ano ba? Parang, what were you doing in high school, and what led you to BlueRep now? Let's start with maybe our friends here at the back.
Like Nikki earlier, I also went through my whole high school doing theater. So the only reason during my freshman year, I'm in my sophomore year currently, and I stopped during my freshman year, and I felt as if I missed doing something. And so I always knew I wanted to be part of BlueRep, I just didn't know when. So when I got through everything that I feared during my first year, I said, well, now time to take on the next step. And eventually I joined BlueRep, and here I am.
Here you are.
great. What's your course, Noel?
I am AB Interdisciplinary Studies.
All right, that's great.
Yes.
Okay.
How about the others?
Ikaw, Cax.
For me, I initially started with choir, so like my whole life was mostly singing. And then in senior high, I joined this org where we wanted to. It's a musical theater org as well in our senior high, and yeah, and our moderator was an alumnus of BlueRep, so he's telling us about the systems and teaching us the things the things he knows and everything that he's experienced, and coming from his stories and everybody he's introduced us to, it made me want to join musical theater more. And that's why I really set my heart to it that I'm gonna join BlueRep like right off the bat. The moment I get into Ateneo, I'm gonna join in my freshman year.
What junior high school are you from?
Junior high school.
Sorry, what senior high school are you from?
Ateneo Senior High.
And the person you're talking about is
Arjo.
Yeah. Sabi na nga ba?
Hello, Sir Arjo.
Hello, Sir Arjo. Saan ba tayo doon? Ayan, maraming na-impluensya yan.
And what course are you in now, Cax?
AB Mech.
Yeah.
Meco.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm interested kasi in their background. Kasi parang talagang kahit anong discipline ang piliin mo, if your blood is really in musical theater, you will, if you're brave enough, try it.
Yeah.
You will excel.
And thankfully, BlueRep is around for
diba?
so, member ka ba ng BlueRep?
Hindi ako nag-BlueRep. But the trivia is, it's batch 91 ako. It's my batch that actually founded BlueRep. So the founders of BlueRep, were my batch. The very first production I remember was Godspell. Yun yung unang as hindi pa Ateneo Blue Repertory ang pangalan namin. And we had to put it on in Miriam kasi wala pang Rizal Minate.
Wow.
So Miriam pinalabas yung the very first Blue Repertory production. Ayan.
Nice. Okay, we'll finish our last two gentlemen. Okay. Toby.
Hi. Well, for me, I started out with singing, with music, because that was my first love. I love to sing. Like, I took vocal lessons first, and then it was during senior year of high school where I started. I joined my school's theater org, and then that was when I fell in love with theater, like just telling stories of other people through theater. I think it's just so powerful and amazing. And it was when I got accepted into Ateneo where I was like, I want to continue doing musical theater. So I immediately thought, Ateneo Blue Repertory. They're like really known for staging really great productions. So when I was a freshman last year, I was really interested in joining the org, and so I did. And then now I'm in my second year as the assistant musical director for these newbies.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you. What course are you in?
BS Management of Applied Chemistry.
Oh, wow.
Kita mo?
Galing, no?
Max.
Okay,
IAS. Alright.
Galing.
And last, kay Toby. Ano kwento mo, Toby?
Me? I have a very, very nice kwento. I came from a very far away school. I'm not sure if you know. It's Ateneo Senior High School.
Layo naman.
Yeah, I had to cross the road to graduate. I'm not sure. You have to go through ways to find it and everything. And then, so super sob story. I was lining up in co-rec week. Then my friend said, "Bon, join BlueRep," and I was like, "Okay, no problem." In high school, I used to I had nothing to do with musical theater of the sort. I've met you both on a couple of occasions because I used to be in Sangu, even in senior high, and I also used to be an active debater. I was a prick. Yeah, and so it was a strange shift for me to end up in musical theater, but it's something that I appreciated nonetheless. It's something I chose to invest more and more time in. I find the process really, really beautiful. It's nothing short of art. It also requires technical experience for you to make sure that your vision becomes a reality, amongst the work ethic that has to go into it, the amount of hours that you have to spend on the project. It's a lot of commitment, collaboration, which I find valuable in any workplace regardless. So even if I don't necessarily see this as a direct part of the future I want to be I want to be a professional musical theater one day. I'm not so sure yet. I know for a fact whatever I do learn here is going to be something I keep with me for the rest of my life.
Definitely. And at yun talaga yung silbi ng student activities natin and all the student org experience to develop formatively and as leaders in your industry.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that aspect kasi parang I've been talking to some of my freshmen recently. Diba, I handle an intact class, and I asked them, what orgs did you join? I joined this and this org, but I'm not really active, kasi focus ako sa studies. But really, if you really want to pursue your passions and you find out who you are, join an org. Find your passion and do it with the best of all of your heart. Ako para sa akin, musical theater, the little experience that I had with musical theater, it's really magic for me. Imagine mo, nagpa-practice lang kayo ng kanta na you've never heard before tuturuan ka ng bagong kanta. And then when you come together, you all sing together, it's just pure magic, right? I'm sure that you've experienced that to a certain extent. Yeah, and so especially our three singers here, keep doing it, pursue it, and and share that magic with a much bigger audience. All right, so Bring It On is happening tonight until Saturday.
Until Sunday.
Until Sunday. Wala kayong pahinga talaga. All right. So, sige, let me just see if we can post it. But please do tell us about where they can get.
So first, where can you find the tickets and what time are the shows?
You can actually buy tickets.
Yeah,
You can actually buy your tickets in Costa Extension. We still have
You're
a lot.
currently at Costa Extension. Okay.
We still have a lot of tickets.
Yeah. How much are the tickets?
For students, they are 400. And
400.
For non-students, they're 500. And for staff, they are free.
Free!
Yun! Just present your ID.
Yeah, just present your ID.
Tapos may discounts ba? Para
Yes,
something
there are
na may-
discounts
May
if
group
you buy
tickets,
in
group
groups
buys.
of 4 or in groups of 10, depends.
And if you're a scholar as well.
Or if you're a
Also scholars. And then the remaining shows are on what days pa, and what time?
Okay, we have
One tonight.
one tonight, and then there's another one tomorrow, which is Friday, and then we
Also in the evening.
yes, in
Okay.
the evening, 8 p.m. And then we have 2 shows on Saturday, which is the 3 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show.
8 p.m.
And then
show.
2 more shows on Sunday, same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
Grabe. Laga rito mga... We hope you get to still rest and eat. No? To take care of yourselves as well. No? You're doing a lot of good work, but please do take care of yourselves.
Yes. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be this is a great production of Blue Repertory, and we'd like to congratulate you guys for putting on a great show. Wait, is the last song also going to be a parang solo song?
It's a duet.
A duet. But don't you guys have like a chorale song that you can sample for us na parang kahit a cappella lang?
Kahit kayong apat, lahat ng performance.
Kayong apat, pwedeng Is there something that you can do na parang we're gonna hear like sample lang, just an excerpt of a song. Okay lang ba? Pwede? Request, ayan. Impromptu. Kanta na rin kayo.
We're gonna risk it.
Sige. Okay.
Alright.
Sige, ready? Yeah, share lang ang mic. Here, you can use this mic.
I'll be. Wait, are we doing the whole song?
No,
just the first part.
Part of it.
Oh, so we're not part.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
Hello. Okay.
Go!
1,
2,
3, and listen up, this is how it's gonna be. We'll qualify and fast and shine on TV, and we are gonna need a new routine. We need some new dudes on our new team.
Actually, that was pretty good. Okay. Talagang, I really put them on the spot though. Pero hindi natin mapapakikita talaga yung versatility ninyo bilang musical actors.
This is very.
All right. One more. Take 2. Sige, game. Isa pa.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yes.
1, 2, 3, and listen up, this is how it's gonna be. We'll qualify and finals and shine on TV, and we are gonna need a new routine. We need some new dudes on a new team.
We need a
Very best place we can find.
So there you go. If you want to hear like the whole the entire thing, you got to watch the play. Bring It On happens tonight, Friday, Saturday, and
Sunday
at the Rizal Mini Theater. Tickets are now out. You can buy them at the foyer of Rizal Mini Theater, and of course if you come
And at Cosca Extension.
at sa Cosca Extension.
Cosca Extension for the school hours, and then in the evenings at the front gates, front doors.
I will watch you guys tomorrow. Break a leg. Thank you guys for joining us for Himig Ateneo today. And thank you all for tuning in. Also, we have one more song. It's called "We're Not Done." Okay, so perfect.
We're not done for. We are done for the afternoon. But then there's an invitation to everyone to please catch Bring It On, the last 6 shows, vale? So tonight, tomorrow, 2 on Saturday, 3 and 8 p.m. And also on Sunday, 3 and 8 p.m. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. And tune in for more Himig Ateneo happening all throughout the day. This is, I should say, Radio Katipunan 87.9.
Yeah.
It's easy to ignore you when I see you down the hall. It's easy to be angry. It's easy not to call. To throw away this thing we had and blame it all on you. It's harder to admit I miss it too. It's hard when I come up with something I can't show you. It's hard to see you suffering. It's hard because I know you. It's hard to find forgiveness. We said all there is to say. What sucks is I don't see another way. The truth is that you're not too proud to beg or act the fool. The truth is that you're such a dork, you kind of make it cool. The truth is that I like you. The truth is we had fun. What's hard is missing what we had and knowing we're not done. We're not done.
I miss working together. All of us laughing at practice. I miss you. But I think about myself then, and it's like looking back at a whole other person. I kind of feel bad for her.
What do you mean?
I woke up this morning, and that ambition, it wasn't in me anymore. For the trophy. And I can't recognize myself now. And it's kind of okay. Scary, but okay.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I don't think we've met.
Campbell. Hey. So what happens to us now?
We could just wait to graduate and let the year go by, or finish what we started. Let's do this, you and I. When they finally play our song, and we move in perfect time. We're in the pocket, and no one can stop it. We're not gonna drop it. When we rock it, nobody can stop it. Not gonna stop till we fly. Till we fly. Till we
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to